Hi and welcome back to Sadie Spincraft. Today we're going to do dizzing off the blending board. Yes, I've got blue hands. I've had trouble with blue recently. I should have said turquoise and bright aqua. But we'll just leave it at that. So anyway, yeah. We're going to dizz off the blending board. It's not a blending board, it's a drum carder. We're going to blend these two colours that are both on polwarth, and then we'll dizz it off in strips and back and forth. So I'll show you both ways. So we'll start with these. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just going to move you a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. You don't need to go too quick. So I'll put a bit on as well, and then we'll put the mustardy brown orangey one on. If you do by any chance end up putting in just that little bit too much, rather than force it, hang on, I'll see if I can show you. I don't like doing this, but say I just put it on like that and don't fluff it open properly. This is my normal speed. You can see it bunches up, so just slow down and you won't need to put any pressure on the drum carder or your wrist or your back. Just slow down and then you can carry on. So even this chunk here, put it on like that. It's not really properly opened. If I'm going like this, it's going to drag it in and it's going to start getting stuck. So just slow down and it'll comb it all through really nicely. Yeah. You can see there where it was too thick. So all I'm going to do, because I'm a fussy monkey, take that bit out. Just pop it there and go through again and just slow it down and open it up. There we go. And we'll put some more pink on. Well, it's plum dandy and berry, crushed berry with black in it. Although you can't really see the black, but never mind. Like I say, for some reason I've been having trouble. There's a nip. Just pull that out. So I don't want nips. I've just moved, which means I'm nearly knocking you off. So I'll just put you back. And going back to the hands, yeah. I know I should have been wearing gloves, but we all know what we should do and what we do. Because technically I should wear a respirator as well, but I don't do that either. Or a face mask. Because to me I don't do enough of it to warrant getting all that stuff. And the reason why I'm doing these two together is just because I can. They're both the same breed of fibre. I want them blended together so that they're ready to be blended even further with a little bit of sparkle, well, Angelina, and a little bit of probably either bamboo or something like that. And I want to make sure I've got enough that I can actually make something with it rather than it just being the one. Even though I have the packer brush at the back, it doesn't really pack it, so I pack it myself with a dog brush. Right, we're now on the last bit of the pinky purple blend, colour. It's not a blend. What I'm doing right now is blending. So yeah, I do technically have 200 grams of these two colourways. Right, you see I've gone too quick because it's gone on to thing. That's because I'm talking, I'm not concentrating, but we're all good. And that's because I put too much through. So if I were to have carried on doing that, all that would have wrapped around this liquoring where it just doesn't need to be. So I need to spread that out a little bit more. Make sure I'm doing it properly. And then I've got one more orangey brownie colour to put through. I can't put a name on or a colour name to the colour because I used teddy bear brown and mustard and it didn't turn out how I thought it was gonna, which is why I'm blending it with this purple. Same with the purple, it didn't turn out how I wanted because I wanted it pink into, well, I wanted berry crush into oh come on Sadie, plum dandy with black at the top, but no, it didn't work. So yeah, I'm thinking, does anybody want to see how to dye in jars? Because this has worked for me without having to do anything other than add hot water and vinegar and dye, obviously, but you don't need to heat it on the stove, you don't need to duo. You don't need pans. All you need is your citric acid or your vinegar and some acid dyes. But let me know down below if you're interested in seeing that. If not, I'll just carry on as I am. So what I'm going to do is, I was going to just take it straight off. In fact, yeah, I will do. I'll still do what I planned to do. We're not deviating, Sadie. We're doing as we've planned. So all I'm doing now is I'm not pushing it in, I'm just making sure everything's nicely combed and we've got no lumpsy bumps. Right, getting rid of that. First of all, I'm going to do 2 strips straight round, and then you've got your 2 dizzed off in strips, and then I'll do back and forth on the last bit just to show you how I do it. So because I'm doing it on the drum, I'm going to pull it forward, and I am going to use this middle one just because it's easier for me. I mean, you could use that, but I'm going to use this middle one. And I just twist the end after I've folded it, pop that through. And this will make a thicker roving than normal, but you still draft and push. Draft. And then when you get to a certain point, twist. Well, turn. Draft, push. Draft and push. And we're going to turn the drum as we go. Excuse me. I do like it to come off clean. This way I've managed to get it to come off clean. Not so good on the back and forth yet, but I will get there. And I do know you can do this and move on to the next one. I just haven't figured that out yet. Shall I have a go? Or shall I just go on to it next? Oh, it's not going to come off very clean though, isn't that? So if I just pull that there, come back a bit, carry on from there. It's not coming off nice and clean though, is it? So yeah, that can be done. I haven't figured out how to do it as well yet. As you can see, I'm still leaving quite a bit on the drum. So when I come back round, I am going to stop and just take that last little bit off and put it into the next bit. But there we have our first one. I can't hold too much in my hand. So there's the first one. Just I want to make sure I get enough. Yeah, I'm definitely better at doing it one strip at a time, because you can see there's a line there where I tried the crossover. And where I'm trying to get it all back. So there is that way, if you prefer. Oh. So it is longer than the drum because you are still drafting. So there's the other one. Now I'm going to do the back and forth. This one I do struggle with a little bit, just because cheers, Kim. Sorry, she was talking to me. I do struggle with it a little bit, just because it's the drums moving, even though I do prefer the back and forth on my drum card, blending board. So it can be done. You just got to concentrate a little bit more, which is why I'm not chatting as much. I do apologise for that. Just lift that a little bit. Well, I love you too. I am recording, you know. It's quite a bit that's been missed there. So I'm going to pull that up. Actually pull that back. Just try and incorporate that into it like that. I am going to have to stop because I've got too much in my hand, but this is a way of getting longer roving. If you've got a basket, you can put it on the floor and keep dropping your roving into the floor. Well, into the basket, not the floor, you know what I mean. So, get going again. When you see me lift up, I'm just loosening off the drum so that we try and get more of a clean draft. But my suggestion is just practice. You can spin most things. No matter what they look like, they do turn out quite pretty in the end. So, as you can see, there is quite a bit left on that drum. But because I'm doing more of the same, I I'm not too bothered because it will eventually come off. But once I get better, I won't have that. So the more practice I have, the better it'll be. But look at all this beautiful roving that we've just got. These two were the full round ones, and these two were the back and forth.
I've done this for 20 minutes.
So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you are a recurring subscriber, thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up also. And no matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night time, I want you to enjoy what you love doing. Love and hugs to all you fantastic people out there, and just have fun. Bye.